All right, here is my Hearth calendar. Hearth, whatever it's called. This is the wall I installed it at home. This is my most high trafficked area. I had to install it a little bit taller than the recommended height. So I come up to about here. I'm 5'2". That does mean I'm reaching up for a lot of stuff. That's okay. It doesn't bother me. My husband's 6 foot tall, perfect height for him. Our son is 4, but our son doesn't really use it, so no big deal to us. Do have the wire running through the back, so I'll show you here to the side where that is. This is the profile, so this is about how much it'll stick out from the wall. It's actually quite nice. It looks very clean. I ran the wire down through the back of the wall. And this is what it looks like when it's off. You do see some fingerprints. It's not terrible. Doesn't bother me a whole lot. I don't clean my hands every time I touch it. So this is about 2 months worth of fingerprints in use. So this is what it does when it goes to sleep. It's black. It's kind of like a matte black. It's not super shiny, but I'll go ahead and wake it up. And you can see that it is on this screen with a bunch of to-dos. This is the last thing I was looking at before it went to sleep. So this is the first thing that pops up when I wake it up. But I'll start here in the calendar. This is what the calendar view looks like. Your family members will be listed across the top. You can do a week view, a month view, or a day view. So if I hit the day, that's what it looks like. There's week. And this is month. You can skip ahead to months by hitting this forward button. And then you can jump back to your current month by hitting this button. As you can see, it does take some time, especially when you're skipping ahead months. It's not as responsive or fast as I would like it to be, but when I'm clicking on an individual item, it is pretty quick. Okay, if you want to add an item to your calendar, you hit this button and it gives you the option of an event or a to-do. So for event, you're presented with this screen. You have an ability to capture notes. That's where I might put an address. And then you have to select who is attending the event. You can't save it without at least one attendee. If I switch to the to-do screen, this is where you list your to-do list. You can assign it to a person, or you can have it available for anybody to do. To add a to-do, you hit the same button, but click to-do. And this is what that screen looks like. Both this and the event for the calendar have a similar option to do repeat. And then you're able to repeat it based off of whatever you enter here. Additionally, on the to-do, there's some extra filters that you can list. So if you just want to see things that you had due today, or maybe just things that you've already done, you can do it that way. There's all kinds of ways you can sort. I did notice here, anytime I finish something, it does disappear, but I can look at it again by hitting the done button. So here's what the routine screen looks like. This is something I had to go online and add a routine in for. I'm not able to do it directly on the Hearth display. It's not an option right now. So I went in and added this take supplements routine. And anytime I do it, I hit the start button and then I take however many things I have in there. You can have multiple things. And every time I do, I hit done. And it celebrates and congratulates me for completing a routine. The helper screen doesn't do much right now, except it displays a phone number that is specific to you, and you text it from your phone anytime you want to add something to your calendar. So I won't click on it there because it'll show my Hearth's phone number. But you basically send it John's party on December 1st at 5 p.m. and then it will text you back once it's added it to your calendar. It's not instantaneous. I've had it take anywhere from up to like 5 hours to turn around and do, and I've had it be super fast, like maybe 15-20 minutes. So I'm not sure really why sometimes it's fast and sometimes it's slow, but that's how that works. It also has the ability to send it a picture of a school calendar. I don't have an example now, and I haven't done it yet, but basically like one of your kids' like school calendars. If I click on the little settings wheel here at the top, these are the options that I'm given. You can display the brightness. This is currently on the lowest brightness. I think it's great. It gives off more of like a matte vibe. If I turned it all the way up, it's just a little bit too bright, especially in the evenings. It kind of hurts my eyes. Display settings, there are some advanced settings that you can do. So hitting advanced settings gives you this menu. And if I come over and click this menu from the calendar, these are the things I'm able to do. All right, so now let me get into some honest things that I really like about it, and then some things that I wish were better. So, excuse me. So what I really like about it is that it is electronic, number one. I can access all of this information from my phone when I'm on the go, so I can pull up and see exactly what I have on my calendar, something I couldn't do with my paper version. This is what I was using prior to the Hearth. This is what I've always used, but I wanted something a little bit more organized, something readily available at my fingertips when I'm on the go, and just overall a better way to like plan my family activities, but then also look back easily on previous things. I like the way it looks. It's very well made. I mean, the quality is excellent. Okay, so some of the things that I wish it did better is, so I'll just kind of step through. So on the calendar, anytime you have an event where it's maybe the only thing that day, I wish that it would show more text. So for example, this item here is Jacob's dentist. I can't see the full text, and I wish it would take up whatever's available and only squish it to one line when necessary. So that's a difference between a paper calendar where you have the full, box to fill up, and this. What I've done to kind of help with that issue is I've started using some of these emojis that are available. So that I can quickly, visually see what something is. For example, anytime my son's school is closed, I have a big X. Anytime we have a doctor's appointment, I've got a stethoscope. Dentist appointment is a tooth. Birthday party is a celebration. That's just one way that helps me visually identify quickly what is going on. It's not something that the display does on your own. It's just something that I add in just to help myself. So there are emojis. They're not exactly like an Apple. If you have Apple, I don't have Android, so I'm not sure what Android looks like. But these are some of the options that you have. They're very similar to Apple, but there are some on my phone that I haven't seen here. But this just gives you an idea of, what's available. Doesn't have a reminder. At least I don't think it does. Yeah, so there's currently no like reminder. It would be great if I said, I want to be reminded of this a day in advance, and my phone gave me a little buzz and said, hey, reminder, Jacob's got a dentist appointment tomorrow. That is not natively in here. I did purchase this knowing that it was going to be a little bit of like bare bones functionality, and I'm in it for the long haul. I know that they update the software periodically, and I'm here for when it's amazing. Right now, it's great. It is still a step up from the paper calendar. It has helped me tremendously to plan my day, my week, months in advance. The to-do is excellent. This is something that we all use now. And yeah, I mean, overall it's great. I would definitely say it was worth the purchase. It is very substantial. The quality feels very well made. I do believe there's a way to do like a screensaver options. You may have to go into the like web app to set it up there. You probably can't do it from here, so I think I've tried. One thing I know it does that I'm not quite using yet is it does sync up to any Google calendars, and you can give a synced calendar a certain color. So right now, all of the green stuff are things that I've created myself on the Hearth app. And then the purple ones are added from like a basic US holiday calendar. There is currently no grocery list option, which is something that I would love for them to add in the future. So what I'm doing to get around that right now is I have a to-do item that just always stays here called grocery list. And I'm able to add things in here into the notes. So it's a little bit of a clunky solution, but you know, it serves its purpose, and I'm able to access this from my phone when I'm at the grocery store. So this is how I'm doing this now, but I would really love an actual list option. So another thing that I thought that it would do that it doesn't yet is I thought that I could click on a name and then have the calendar populate only things that were assigned to that person. But it doesn't seem like that does anything. If I click on the to-dos for that person, it does take me to their to-dos, but it doesn't isolate calendars based on person. So one other thing that I hope is improved in the future is the companion app. So everything that I see here on my calendar and in the to-dos, I'm able to access from my phone via their web app. It is literally a web app. It's not a native iOS or Android app. So it feels like it's kind of limited in what it can do. I know that they're working on native apps, but I'll try to drop some screenshots of what that looks like so that you can see what I mean. But overall, it has been a good purchase for me. I would give it a thumbs up. I am in the, I believe, maybe second or third wave of these, so it's definitely early. I bought it knowing that it was going to have some limited capabilities, and I bought it knowing that I was in it for the long haul, and I am hoping that with their software releases and firmware upgrades that some of the things that I think could make it really, really powerful and even more useful will evolve and be available. I hope this has helped. There's not a lot of real world reviews out there on this because it is so new, but yeah, we have really enjoyed it. My son doesn't really use it much. That's okay. I didn't buy it for him. I bought it for me. So hopefully that answers some of the questions you might have had. If there's something that you're curious about that you didn't see in the video, leave a comment and I will try to answer it. I also have a referral link below the video that if this video has helped you in making your decision and you're gonna move forward and purchase the Hearth display, use my link, and thank you so much for watching. Bye.